Michael Hawkes joins me. Michael, you've certainly some key runners going into the weekend. Let's talk about the Sydney Cup first. Malachy Day and Niwot both line up. You gave them trials last weekend. The purpose of that?
Yeah, just to keep their fitness levels up. Last Friday at Randwick, but they've come through the BMW well, and obviously the trial good, and looking forward to the Sydney Cup.
Niwot's won a Sydney Cup before. The 2 mile doesn't pose to be too much of a problem at this stage of his career. He's still enjoying racing? He
loves racing. You know, the day he doesn't like it is the day he probably gets retired. But in saying that, he's a Sydney Cup winner. He's going back to back, hopefully. His runs this preparation have been really good, and he's on target and ready for the Sydney Cup.
And Malachy Day, at this stage of his prep, he's looking for the 2 mile, isn't he?
He is. Obviously, in the BMW, you know, he was slow away, and once he got back and they had no speed in the race, he was probably out of play. But in saying that, he trialled very good on Friday. 2 miles he does like. He has run second in the Melbourne Cup before, so you know, he's a really nice horse on the improve, obviously, this prep, and he's done really, really well.
One thing I noticed about the trial, Malachy Day, they sat and sprinted, but he was still able to work home nicely.
Yeah, he did. You know, it was over a journey, the trial, so, you know, he hit the line really good, and Dwayne sort of, you know, said he felt really good in the going too, which he appreciates. So, you know, looking forward to both of them, really, but they both got really good chances.
You don't do too much with them this week?
No, they're just ticking over, you know, doing a bit of long work this week, but they're both nice and well and fresh, and they're ready to go.
The All-Age Stakes, plenty of attention around All Too Hard. He had a jump out before he travelled up to Sydney. Another one you trialled on Friday. In the trial, he was locked away early, got a split and showed that turn of foot we've seen in the past.
He did. You know, it probably wasn't a fashionable trial by any means, but in saying that, it was a trial that he really appreciated. He got locked away, he got back, small field. They sprinted. Once the gap came, Dwayne put him through the gap and he wanted to chase hard. And, you know, he only won by, I think it was a head or a neck. You know, he didn't win by panels or margins, but he wasn't out there to do that.
I suppose you say that sort of gear for race day.
Well, that's exactly right. You know, he just ticked over nicely this morning, and he's nice and bright, and he come off the track bouncing around. So, you know, we're very happy with him, and, you know, he's back on track now and looking forward to Saturday.
You say he looked when he walked past us this morning, he looked nice and relaxed. That's his usual demeanour. But when he did walk off the track, he had certainly a little bit of spring to his step.
Yeah, he does. He's pulled up really, really good, and obviously, you know, it's 1400. You know, he's got the groundwork obviously in him with those 2 runs, but unfortunately, you know, he got sick on the day of the Guineas. But you know, he's back. He's bouncing around. He looks enormous, and we're ready to go.
I know you'll get over Saturday first, but there's still plans to take him overseas?
At this stage, it's on the cards, but obviously we want to get through Saturday, and hopefully all goes well, and, you know, then we'll sit down and decide whether we do go, whether we don't. But, you know, we'll get through Saturday first, and he's well, he's great, and he couldn't be better.